In order to understand why the concept of social enterprise is gaining relevance in the last years, we have to start from the analysis of the socio-economic context in which we live. Indeed, our society has been recently characterized by three main crises that still have effects on our daily life. The crisis of the welfare system that consists in the decline of services of public interest offered to the community by the governments in the field such as healthcare, education or social security. The development assistance crisis, where local and foreign policies have failed to provide a real response to the needs of people living in poverty in terms of access to basic services and the ability to promote a sustainable local development. Finally, the recent financial crisis that has led to an unprecedented economic recession, the rising of unemployment, social tensions, and inequality. As a consequence, the current socio-economic context is characterized by the persistency of unsatisfied social needs, both in developing and developed countries. At macro level, unmet social needs refer to the necessity of solve the most pressing social problems, such as migration, poverty, climate change, and unemployment. At micro level, unmet social needs can be defined as the needs of disadvantaged segments of population who do not benefit from the value created by the market, and often these needs are not met even by the services provided by the state. Such situation has led to a profound questioning of conventional growth and development strategies, highlighting the need of an alternative economic, entrepreneurial, and social development structure. Indeed, it has been recognized that traditional business approaches cannot address major contemporary development challenges, and there is a growing awareness about the necessity of promoting new development models to solve the most difficult and important social problems, with the active involvement of actors belonging to non-profit, for-profit and public sector. On one hand, for-profit organizations are increasingly recognizing that to survive and succeed, they cannot focus only on short-term profits, but also consider their contribution in terms of environmental and social sustainability. They have started to recognize the existence of a potential synergy between sustainability, social responsibility, and profitability, whereby the improvement of environmental and social performances can become a potential source of competitive advantage. On the other hand, non-profit organizations are increasingly aware of the importance of ensuring the financial sustainability of their projects and initiatives, and thus be able to answer to unsolved social problems. Such tension toward the development of new models able to create economic, social, and environmental value simultaneously converge in the concept of social enterprise. Indeed, the growing phenomenon of social enterprise is considered in the middle between profit and non-profit. A useful tool to classify organizations respect to their capacity to create economic or social value is the hybrid spectrum of sustainability, that presents a taxonomy of different types of hybrid organizations. On the right-hand side of the spectrum are for-profit organizations, whose main motive is profit-making and distribution of profit to shareholders. On the left-hand side of the spectrum are non-profit organizations, whose main motive is social-oriented or mission-driven. Social enterprise represents a hybrid organizational form, located somewhere in between the traditional non-profit and for-profit organizations. Indeed, by definition, it pursues the creation of a blend of financial, social, and environmental value. The concept of blended value arises from the notion that value is composed by an economic, social, and environmental dimension. While traditionally was taught that non-profits are responsible for social and environmental value creation and for-profits for economic value creation, along the spectrum can be represented different types of initiatives that create blended value. On the right side of the spectrum are corporate social responsibility initiatives developed by for-profit companies to create social or environmental value in the community where they operate. On the left side are non-profit organizations with income-generating activities to increase their financial sustainability and to reduce their dependence from donors. The social enterprise is a private, autonomous, entrepreneurial organization providing goods or services with the goals of provide benefit to the community. The core idea which characterizes social enterprises is the aim of transforming the profit and wealth creation, the final goal in the profit sector, in a mean by which social entrepreneurs fulfill unmet social needs. The second element of social enterprise is the idea of transforming the social benefit, which is the final goal for the non-profit system, into a real business idea, which needs to be exploited, managed, and realized with some of the instruments of the classical business theory. As Muhammad Yunus says, whenever I want to deal with the social or economic problem, I try to solve the problem by creating a business around it. Since social enterprise has the aim of creating social value through the creation of a sustainable entrepreneurial solution, there is a growing awareness that social enterprise can potentially represent an interesting solution to address some critical problems related to the socio-economic development both in the north and in the south of the world. Social enterprise can contribute to provide a response to the problems of equal access to basic services, promote multi-stakeholders approaches, create employment and work integration. In other words, the social enterprise is considered a promising way to foster innovative solutions to satisfy unmet social needs, create new forms of value creation, and therefore promote local sustainable development.